Hey, welcome back. So today, we're going to talk about a piece of tech you've probably used dozens of times without even thinking about it. It's called Automatic Number Plate Recognition, or ANPR, and it's totally changing the game for everyday stuff, especially the good old act of parking your car. Oh man, we've all been there, right? You get that mini heart attack, the frantic pat down of all your pockets, realizing that tiny slip of paper is just gone. Or maybe you're just fumbling for change, or trying to feed a crumpled bill into a machine that clearly hates you. It's a universal pain. But what if all of that was just over? Well, guess what? It is. We're going to take a look at the technology that's making parking seamless, ticket-free, and honestly, kind of brilliant. So the hero of this whole story is automatic number plate recognition. At its heart, ANPR is the tech that takes your car's license plate. Yep, that simple metal rectangle, and turns it into a totally unique digital key. It unlocks a whole new world of convenience. Okay, so how does it actually work? Well, ANPR uses cameras and something called optical character recognition to automatically read your plate. It snaps a picture, figures out the letters and numbers, and just like that, turns them into digital data. It's a really simple idea with some seriously powerful uses. Now, what might surprise you is that ANPR isn't some brand new thing. It was actually invented way back in 1976 in Britain, and it started out as a tool for law enforcement. Its first big win was in 1981, when it helped cops track down a stolen car. Then, as the tech got cheaper and better through the 90s, it started moving from just police work to all the everyday things we see now. It might seem like it happens by magic, but it's actually a really clever 7-step process. First, the software has to find the license plate in the picture. Then, it straightens it out and cleans up the image quality. After that, it isolates every single character. Only then does it actually try to read the characters and, crucially, check if the result even looks like a real license plate for that country. And that 5th step uses something called optical character recognition, or OCR. This is the secret sauce. The absolute easiest way to think about OCR is like when you use an app on your phone to scan a document. It looks at a picture of text and turns it into real editable text you can copy and paste. ANPR does the exact same thing, but for your license plate, and it does it in milliseconds. Okay, so let's see how all this tech comes to life in a place we all know, and, well, a place we all know, the modern parking garage. ANPR is completely changing the game here, making the whole experience so much faster and way less of a headache. I mean, just look at the difference here. This really shows you how far parking tech has come. On one side, you have the old, clunky, mechanical stuff, and on the other, you have the sleek, smart hardware we see today. Those old ticket dispensers are being replaced by smart cameras, and the confusing payment machines are now intuitive touchscreens that already know who you are. But it gets even smarter once you're inside the garage. It's not just about getting in and out anymore. These ceiling-mounted sensors can tell if a spot is taken or free, and that info gets fed right into signs that literally guide you to an open space. The days of endlessly circling a packed garage are numbered. So why is every parking operator jumping on this bandwagon? Well, for them, the benefits are huge. The whole process is digital, which means no more ticket jams or paper refills. That administrative nightmare of dealing with lost tickets? Poof, gone. It's better for the environment, it makes traffic flow better, and it connects right to payment apps. It's pretty much a win-win. Now, while ticketless parking is probably where you'll see ANPR the most, believe me, its reach goes way, way beyond the garage. This tech is quickly becoming a core part of how our cities and our roads actually run. Just think about it for a second. Those frictionless toll roads where you don't even have to slow down, that's ANPR. Police cars that can scan hundreds of license plates a minute to spot stolen vehicles? Yep, that's ANPR too. Even cities are using it to study traffic patterns to build better roads. This technology is quietly weaving itself into our daily lives. And that raises some important questions. Because with any technology that's this powerful and this widespread, you know there's going to be a flip side. The incredible convenience that ANPR offers comes with some really important conversations we need to have about our data and our privacy. And this table here lays out the trade-offs perfectly. On one hand, you have the promise. It's fast, it's easy, no more lost tickets, it's even eco-friendly. But then you have the peril. What if your plate is dirty and it gets misread? How is all this data being stored and protected? And the really big one, does all this open the door to constant tracking and surveillance? And that concern isn't just a hypothetical. This quote gets right to the heart of the whole debate. When you have a system that can create a detailed log of a vehicle's every move, where it parked, which tolls it went through, what street it was on at a certain time, critics argue that you've crossed a very important line from simple convenience into a form of mass surveillance. So, when you add it all up, where does that leave us? What's the final price we're paying for this ticketless world? Let's get to the bottom line on this technology. Despite the very real concerns, one thing is just not up for debate. This technology works, and it works extremely well. The detection rate for the newest ANPR systems can be higher than 99.5%. The days of it making constant mistakes are pretty much over. And with that kind of accuracy, it's clear this isn't some passing fad. ANPR is a powerful, reliable system that is constantly improving. And that means it is absolutely here to stay and will only get more and more integrated into our world. Which brings us to the central question, not just for ANPR, but for our entire increasingly automated world. We love the seamless experience, right? We love saving time and getting rid of those little daily frustrations. But all of this convenience is built on data. As we welcome these new technologies, we have to decide for ourselves, what's the right balance? Where do we draw the line between convenience and privacy? It's something to think about the next time you effortlessly cruise through a parking barrier, with your license plate as your key.